Hello friends, in this video we will do discussion on controlling, which is the last function of management. We also study about definition of controlling, its features, process and techniques. Controlling is defined by various authors in different ways. Controlling verifies whether everything occurs as per the defined plans or not. It ensures proper and optimum utilization of resources. It measures the actual performance with the standards and looks for deviations and their causes. Controlling act as a navigator for managers and helps them to ensure that activity should be performed as per the defined standards. Moving to the features of controlling, controlling is an end function, that is, it is performed at the end once all the other activities and functions of management are performed. The next feature is it is pervasive function. It means it is performed by all the managers at all the levels and in all types of organizations. Then it is a forward-looking activity. It means that the outcome of controlling act as a feedback and helps the managers in their future decision making. Controlling is also a dynamic process as the techniques and methods of controlling depends upon the situation. So there is no best method of controlling for every situation. And the last feature is it is related with planning. Planning and controlling are inseparable functions. Without controlling, planning is useless, and without planning, controlling is a meaningless exercise. Next topic is the process of controlling. The first step in controlling is establishment of standards. Standards are the targets which an organization wants to achieve in a given period. They are the criteria against which the actual performance will be evaluated. Next step is the measurement of performance. Once the standards are fixed, the next task for managers is to record the actual performance. The performance can be measured with the help of various methods. Quantitative performances are easy to measure as compared to qualitative performances. The third step of controlling process is comparing actual performance with the standards. In this step, the deviations are found out by comparing the actual performance against the standards. The deviations can be positive or negative. The aim of doing comparison is to find out whether the actual performance will meet the standards or not, and if not, then what are the reasons of it. The last step in controlling process is to take remedial actions. If a manager finds out deviations in the actual performance, then he needs to take corrective actions. This is an important step as through follow-up, a manager can take corrective actions and exercise controlling. New topic of discussion is techniques of controlling. There are various controlling techniques which are categorized into two heads, that is traditional techniques and modern techniques. The traditional techniques includes personal observation. It's a method in which a manager supervises and keeps an eye on what an employee is doing on the job. It helps in collecting first-hand information. The next one is statistical reports. It includes the use of averages, percentages, and ratios by the manager to study the performance of the employees or the organization in various areas. The next technique is called break-even analysis. It helps the managers to study the relationship between the cost, volume, and profits. It highlights the overall picture of profit and losses at various levels of output. The last traditional technique is called budgetary control. Budgets are the financial yardsticks. It is used very often by managers for controlling the activities of a business. It helps a manager in defining financial and non-financial boundaries based on the available resources. Return on investment is a modern technique which is used to measure the overall efficiency of the organization. It helps in telling the organization and managers how well the organizational resources are used. Higher return on investment means better utilization of resources and depicts better performance. Responsibility accounting can be defined as a method wherein different centers and sections of the organizations are involved and set up as responsibility centers. The head of every center is responsible for achieving the target set for that center. The targets of every center can be in the form of cost, revenue, profit, or investment. Next modern technique is called management audit. It refers to the systematic and regular appraisal of the overall performance of the management. Its purpose is to review and to improve the management performance. The last technique in controlling is called PERT and CPM. This technique is used in planning and scheduling of time-bounded activities. This technique divides the overall performance into small units and activities, and a time is allocated to every activity. The performance of every unit or activity is judged in terms of whether that activity is completed within that time or not. For feedback, please write us at usefulstudymaterial@gmail.com, and for more videos, subscribe to our channel. Thank you.